I started at the high levels. I want our listeners to go, why did he shout in the mic like that?
Yeah.
Welcome to Everybody's Got a Price with your hosts, Joshua Nelson and Jeff Did He Die.
Did he die?
How's everyone's week?
Mine's good, man. Long weekend, but fun.
Can you believe someone almost tried to kill our president?
I know. Crazy.
Wait, am I allowed to talk or do I have to be introduced?
No, you're in.
No,
I'm in? All right, good.
You
All right,
never
I'd like to
worry
weigh in on
about
that.
when you should and shouldn't
Yeah, you talk, then we'll get to the introduction later.
I thought you'd give me like a big introduction and then I
Well, we
Well,
will.
we can.
Oh, okay.
We like to do like a little thing, just me and him catching up. Then we'll introduce you, and then magically you'll be sitting here. But you're sitting here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to participate.
Yeah, you're in.
You're in, dude.
So I guess that what would you like to say about
The first thing that comes to my mind is everybody contradicted. Like in one tweet, we're talking about the assassination attempt,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Or when he fell on stage,
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
left is saying.
There was-
They
yeah.
don't even mention that, hey, somebody tried to blow his head off.
At the first, yeah. The beginning, they're like, he fell.
Yeah.
You're like, dude.
Just like
how are you
Biden,
going to
he just
spin this
tripped.
that way? Yeah, it's crazy.
I also think too, it's like I mean I learned a lot, even about my own friends and about myself and about like just like Twitter and journalism and everything. When it happened, like I learned a lot, just by people being like immediately looking for the spin.
Yeah.
Even people who agree with me politically, immediately looking for the spin. Like, well, you know what's funny about this? You're like, what, already?
Yeah.
What's funny about this? It's been 3 minutes.
I know.
Oh, did you see how they worded this? I know, but like, how are we already looking for it to be a conspiracy 3 minutes into it? Like, oh, this is fishy. How could someone get a gun in there? You're like, well, we don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
It was weird.
The thing I never thought about it until last night. Someone brought up this is the first presidential assassination attempt we've had in our lifetime. Who was the last one? JFK?
No,
or Nixon?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan got shot in 1981.
That's right. But since
like
then, now we have social media and everybody
Yeah.
can just tell you what they're thinking now.
Right.
Well,
Well, I was saying it literally the second it happened. I was going, this is the biggest deal. I think this is the biggest thing that's happened since 9/11, since I've been alive. And 9/11s happen all the time in different countries. But like this is the biggest like thing as far as like one of the most famous people ever was they tried to kill him on live television. Like that's the biggest thing I think that's ever happened in my lifetime.
I was rattled. We were sitting at a bar, and it was just like we were all having fun.
Oh, I had a
It changed the mood for sure. We're just like, oh,
But
shit.
it's somewhat exciting. Like it was exciting while simultaneously, like I had like a pit in my stomach.
Yeah.
Like,
But I thought it was going to be all dramatic, like, because I was at the gym. I didn't find out till I came home. You know, when like John Lennon got shot, everything stopped and it was on all the screens. I thought it was going to be dramatic. Like somebody come in like, President was shot. And it's like, my wife casually mentioned it to me when I got home. Did you hear Trump got shot in the head? Yeah.
That's how that's how crazy we're like desensitized to this shit. Everyone's like, they thought it was gonna happen or coming, so they're like, it's crazy.
yeah, that take is the weakest take, by the way.
Yeah.
That like someone said to me, he had it coming. Like, I mean,
Oh,
he was
yeah, that's
asking
bad.
for it. I was like, that's the most garbage take I've ever heard.
Oof.
What are you talking about?
I
Like,
got in trouble on
insane.
I got in trouble on Instagram because someone was like saying, "Oh, I can't believe they missed," and I just put "you're trash."
yeah, you are.
I don't know why I'm
You
commenting
shouldn't
on
be
this
in
shit
tr-
anyway.
You shouldn't be in trouble for that. They
Oh
are
no, I
trash.
got a comment like harassment and bullying. You called some,
No,
Instagram's
they're trash.
so
They are
soft.
trash.
I know, but
Wait, you got bullying for saying he's trash, for saying he missed?
They made a comment and I just put "you're trash," and then they came back and
Yeah.
like, "You sure
Let
you
me
want
tell you
to
something.
post this?" And I was like,
Wow.
"Well, because it's just AI and they just like go
right.
through and it's
Yeah.
like read the rest of the context of the conversation."
But I bet he didn't get a warning. The one that
No.
said he missed,
No.
There's
Yeah.
no AI coming up on that one.
Yeah, just he missed. They didn't get
Let
that
me
one.
be very clear. I don't like Joe Biden at all. And I wish zero violence on him. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between disagreeing with liberals and hating liberals. I don't hate them. I just disagree with like to like for people to go, well, I mean, what do you expect? Like
Yeah,
that
it's
is
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy. Jack Black went on stage and he was like saying something about he missed at his concert.
Really?
He's like, too bad he missed. Yeah.
Jack Black needs to be in trouble.
Is that
for
insane?
Yeah, that is insane.
Like,
Let's just play a game called If the Roles Were Reversed. Let's
Yeah,
replace
for sure.
presidents for a
100%.
second. And it's funny how it's okay in this situation, but anybody else, there's just no way.
yeah,
Dude,
that's
it's insane.
crazy.
You're done.
when we heard about it, I just didn't believe it because in my mind, I just can't fathom shit like that going down.
Yeah.
Like I was like, there's no way. So gunfire just probably broke out. And then all of a sudden you get all the stuff. You're like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
it really happened.
I also was very impressed with journalism for this one.
Yeah, because they didn't jump to a conclusion.
They didn't jump to any conclusions, so like they weren't. Don't be first, be right. That's what you should be with journalism.
Except for
I agree.
Except for the one you said.
Yeah.
He fell at a rally.
Yeah, well, that was not right away. That was just some spin. So I was impressed with that, and also like I've thought about this obviously obsessively since it happened, but like I think the reason we don't see assassinations as much as maybe the 60s and before is because once you do, if you successfully kill a person of power, you kind of help their legacy.
Yeah.
Right? So now that makes them somewhat of a martyr or like a victim of violence. And so like they become this kind of thing. And if you hate someone so much you're willing to kill them, then you probably don't want to help their legacy or their fandom. And so that was an interesting thing is like this person missed and just made Trump a bigger, more likable legend.
Against his cause, yeah. I never thought about that. Well, you know what's coming out now is the security, all
the CIA people.
Yeah, the fumbling and bumbling that was happening right after, like the chick who couldn't put her gun back. It's like maybe because of the DEI hiring standards
all
now.
that stuff.
I think we should talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I also did. There's a picture of Trump being covered before he popped back up and started fist pumping USA, where it appears that Trump had a gun on him. It looks
really?
It looks like Trump was strapped.
Yeah, I don't know.
It like in one of the images, I was like trying to make sense of it. I was like, either they're covering each other.
They're like, we gotta go, and he's just like, one more thing,
fight,
fight.
Dope, dude.
Like,
it made me so happy.
Do you think somebody was radioing in his ear, like, "Oh, go away before you walk off"?
No,
that was too perfect.
I think it was
Well, you also
I
heard
think they're in a panic. There's no way
he was looking for his shoes.
Yeah,
he's like, my shoes. Where are my shoes?
Also, we're taught to not even like interfere in a bank robbery or a shoplifting thing. I don't think the CIA is telling them, "Hey, stand up and fist pump." Like nobody's telling him to do that. Yeah. That is not the move for sure.
It was weird. He did have like 3 women Secret Services on him, and it's like they all just look like they were.
The real
panicking.
tragedy is all the hack comedy about it. That's what's going on. That guy the cam guy from Kill Tony. He's like, "Oh man, this how you know the president's black." You're like, Jesus Christ! Now we're doing Bill Clinton bits. We're recycling Bill Clinton material of like, that means Trump, the real N-word. Like, you're like, get the fuck out of here with all this hacky jokes. That's the real tragedy of this whole.
And
thing.
actually, I hate to get on just because they focused on the women security guards, and I don't know if they're doing the right or wrong thing at all. Neither of us, we're not in law enforcement. Maybe they were. Maybe she just had a bad day and couldn't find the holster. You know what I mean?
I didn't even see that.
Oh, you didn't see the video?
The snipers killed that kid super quick, so I have no.
Let's just say it didn't look right on video.
They made her look like she was bumbling and fumbling. And
really?
I don't know if that's the truth or not. But.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, those snipers killed him way faster than I would have guessed. Because you'd have to, like, in my mind, I would think, like, all right, we got to find the guy, where that came from. It seemed like they found it right away. Like, we got this. Oh, this chick?
Yeah, there it is.
I also wonder if, like, they have rules, like, somebody has to shoot first before they can light him up. Or...
Well, did you hear the guy had the shooter in his sights for 3 minutes and didn't get the okay to shoot?
Oh,
did you hear that?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't hear that.
So there's an
That's
investigation.
insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, is to see what actually happened, because he said that the head of security said don't fire, so they knew he was on the roof. So we'll find out.
Because I watched a guy on...
That's fascinating.
I think I sent you something. It was like an Israeli counterintelligence, and he's like, there's no way anybody should have been on top of that building.
Yeah.
And you're like, because it was only like 50 yards away or something like that.
Yeah, well, this is plenty of time and opportunity to eliminate the
so
threat.
You're like... That's
and
where
this
you
is from
start
the
going.
audience. Somebody in the audience is pointing this out. So
yeah,
I'm
but
sure they're on top of it.
what would the narrative have been if they just shot a kid on a roof?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, they'd be like, we found out that this kid was a conservative.
Yeah,
they
but
shot one of their own.
Yeah.
They shot one of their own people because they're so gun obsessed. They murdered one of their own. The narrative would have been terrible.
But if you have a sniper with a scope on him, he saw the gun.
Yeah, but good luck spinning that.
Yeah.
Because people would just be like, dude, this is...
No, he was not. That's got to be an old video.
Oh, that's old.
He's just golfing.
The day.
What he did? They showed him getting off the plane, just walking down by himself.
That's insane.
Yeah, last night on Donald Trump Jr.'s
Oh
thing.
man, that's crazy.
Anyways,
what was
this whole
interesting
thing was nuts.
After he got shot, the photographers jockeying for position to get that, not hiding for safety, but to get that perfect shot of him on the ground.
Well, how insane was that shot where they got the bullet in it?
Yeah, that's insane too.
I haven't seen that. When someone tells me about, my producer of a different podcast I do on Mondays was like telling me about that.
Yeah,
he's
you
like,
could like
they have like
see
the
it.
best shot of it because he's just on the thing in the front row, and one of his images gets the bullet whizzing. Yeah, these guys. Also, this is a great narrative of like, I love guns, right? And so people are always like, well, where's the good guy with the gun? Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
That's how fast
we're looking at an image right now. If you're listening, we're just looking at an image of
well,
the,
maybe not. Look at that.
That's
title.
crazy.
I'll crop that out.
Look at the title of the
Well,
guy.
yeah, but it ends with this. You know, it's clearly
Just like we're talking about.
contradicting.
We'll play this video. Oh wait. Yeah, dude, but that's how fast the bullet goes. It looks like this long. That's insane. Crazy. Well, let's introduce our guest, though.
Well, we're the good guy with the gun. The good guy with the gun is the one who eliminated that guy immediately. Anyways.
Here we go. Pro guns.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm excited. Good buddy of mine, very funny comic, regular at the Comedy Store. Is our guest. Steven Garza is our guest.
Steven Garza.
Hey, Steven.
Regular at the
guys.
Comedy Store for now. We don't know. He is a straight white guy.
Yeah.
Limited time only. Got grandfathered in before the new crew is hiring. So that's nice to see.
You know what's in is like Josh and I, we came up as like Comedy Store guys.
Yeah.
We're like that last group that had to go through the system.
Yeah.
And now the system just changed.
System's
It's like,
outta
oh, we
here.
don't do that anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
well, but what about us? We
Yeah.
had to spend a decade doing this.
Yeah, I
anymore.
put in all the work. What do
Yeah.
you mean you don't do it anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how long were you at the store for how long?
Oh my God, dude! I worked at La Jolla for 4.5 years
I knew
before I
that.
could get my job because there was a system in place. Before I could get my job in LA, then I transferred up here once the talent coordinator knew me. This was the Tommy days. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember Tommy.
Yeah.
And then I was there for 8 years, and then got passed 4 years ago, I think. 4 years ago, yeah, around there.
Nice. How is it over there now?
It's
Good?
still busy every night.
That's
You know,
great.
people like to dump on the Comedy Store about how it's changed now, but it's still sold out almost every night.
That's perfect. That's
Even
what you
Mondays,
want.
you know.
Well, I mean, it changed from like before COVID. It was just insane. Like all the people
Oh,
that were
yeah.
there in town
Yeah.
still, you know. So that's where it changed from.
It's a club that goes through waves. Too.
Yeah, of course.
That's all it is. And we're also on the inside looking out as the judgment. The audiences would never know there's a problem or
No.
or if the club is up or down. Like we just see it based on.
But
comedic-
pre-COVID, you have a lineup of like Theo Vaughn, Segura, Burt Kreischer, Santino. You know, so those are the lineups. Or Joe Rogan was on the
Right.
shows. So those are the ones you look at. You
Yeah.
go, oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah, but
Right.
I was there for the
But now
dark
they
days.
still have sold out lineups of
Yeah.
angry women performing.
That's true.
There's tons of really
this
man-hating angry
podcast.
women. Yeah, there's a ton. Any night of the week, you can go see really grumpy, masculine women dump on men for being masculine.
Like who?
Oh, you name it, dude. Liza Triger, Liza this, Eliza that.
Why are you trying to get out of the camera shot, Steven?
Like, you name a woman that hates men, and she's on over there.
That was great. He's like, how do I get out of the wide angle?
No, they're all over there.
So you were there also before that, though.
I was
like-
there for the dark days, which not very many people remember that. There was like, we had to argue about were we going to have a show or not. There's only 6 people
Yeah.
in the OR.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember seeing you
Who were
come
some
around.
of the comics on the lineup then? Like, do any of them
Still good. Like Dov Davidoff was coming
Okay,
around.
that's
Brett
great.
Ernst was on the lineups.
Yeah.
Steve Byrne.
Yeah.
There's still killer lineups, but it was just
I remember the door guys heckling the comics. Like they would
Yeah.
be there because they all worked together and it was their buddies, but it was such
Right.
a work environment that while the guys performing, like one of the guys in the back would be like, "Oh, you're still doing that one?" And then they all would laugh. I was like, Jesus.
Why
dude.
6 tourists are watching
Yeah.
the show?
And I was like, I don't think I want to be in at this club. Like,
those,
that's what
those were days where
fucking
people were
bad.
scared to even come around. It was brutal. It was brutal.
It was fun.
So were the other clubs thriving, or were none of them?
This is when Laugh Factory was at the top.
Okay.
And then Improv and then Comedy Store because nobody was going. And then it switched.
It all switched.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So the Comedy Store became the club.
yeah.
I remember I've told this on this podcast a million times, but like by the time I decided I wanted to work at the Comedy Store, they're like, "Well, we don't need you now. We have everyone now." And I was like, "I think I'd like to play here now." And they're like, "Yeah, of course. Now everyone wants to play here." Yeah. Probably could have got in on that earlier thing.
That was the way to get in back
Yeah.
when people were scared to come around. I still get people who come up to me like 2012 when they're like, I wouldn't even come near that place. It was
Yeah.
toxic. I was scared of the comics, but that's when we had like some real some real heavy hitters, like guys that would bust your balls for just walking through the door.
Sure.
Like David Taylor. Remember David Taylor?
Oh,
he's the
God.
best, but dude, he will destroy you if you're not a store guy.
Just rip on you for showing up.
I love him, but he's a terrible person.
What is the craziest thing you've seen at the store? Besides all the crimes that are happening at all times.
Yeah. Fights.
Besides the
easily.
sex in public,
Yeah, okay.
the wieners you can just see on stage during people's performances, the drugs, and besides all the crimes that are happening.
Back during the dark days, there was sex all over the place.
Yeah.
Because all the rooms were open, so you would just go into you're going to get ready for your set in the belly room. And there's two just going at it.
My bad.
Yeah. But you were the bad guy for walking in on them.
You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
You knew we're not using the belly room tonight, man.
Oh, this is how crazy it was. I want to tell you this. During the dark days, they left the doors open during the day while the cleaning crew's in there. So a couple times I would have to go work the phones. Everything's open. So we found out homeless people were living there.
Oh
during
my
the day.
God.
And there's a shower in the back of the main room, green room, and there would be homeless people that would walk in the side door, take a shower, and I'd have to kick them out. Like I do this all the time. And they would it was known. It was like a homeless shelter.
Well, that's fine.
it's really
that's fine.
funny.
You do it all the time. That's fine, man.
Yeah. They're just name dropping people they don't really know. Yeah. I'm friends with Pauly Shore. You're not. Friends
No, you're
with
not.
Pauly
No, they
Shore.
always drop Mitzi's name.
Oh, for sure.
Already, even though
You're like, she's been dead for a long time.
Right.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
is
Mitzi.
funny.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll call her.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
How long have you been doing comedy? Because you did it at the La Jolla Comedy Store. You said
Yeah,
for 4 years.
for about 18 years.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny that I complain about however the system is ran, but mostly like a child who just hasn't been invited to a birthday party. Like, I'm like, well, I can complain all I want about the Comedy Store. You know who's really complaining about the Comedy Store? Boom Shakalaka. He used to live there in the day.
He stole my
And
sweater
now-
one time
yeah, and then
sold
now-
it for $1.
Of course he did.
I don't know who Boom
Boom
Shakalaka is.
Shakalaka was a infamous comedian who had I very rarely got on stage, but was always at the store selling garbage that he found in the dumpsters.
That he stole.
Yeah, he stole.
Not found.
Yeah. He'd be like, "You want to buy this painting?" I'm like, "No, why would I?" But you didn't ask for any. You just would be like, "You want to buy this clock?" And you're like, "No, I don't want to buy a clock."
But the cool thing is you could put in orders with him. Like I was like, hey, can you get me 70 bands t-shirts?
Oh, yeah.
And the next day he comes
would
with
come.
Zeppelin and Sabbath. So I don't know where he was stealing them from, but
He knew
resourceful.
what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing,
He
yeah.
knew what he was
He
doing.
was resourceful.
he got me a
And
motorcycle.
the
helmet
prices
one
were
time.
always low.
He got you a motorcycle helmet.
Did he? That's got to be up there with the craziest.
Yeah, that.
You put a hit out on a motorcycle helmet, and Boom Shakalaka, the gay bum, was able to get it for you.
But you could Google him too, by the way.
Oh
You could
yeah,
look up
he
Boom
was
Shakalaka.
wild. He would always be like, "My husband," and you're like, "Who? Who is this husband?" And then he'd have a crush on a guy. So if he liked you, he'd be like, "Ooh, this is my husband right here." And you're like, "But I thought you had a husband." Wait, now Josh is your husband? A wild guy.
I mean, do you feel bad that he just took that motorcycle helmet from someone else?
Looks handsome.
I
man.
never-
That's a handsome
That's a
You
photo.
never
picture.
thought of it like that?
That's a good picture.
Oh, I
of him,
remember that
actually.
guy.
Yeah.
You know he passed,
Yeah.
right?
That's a handsome
did he?
person.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he passed.
Yeah.
How did we find that out?
Well, it's through the grapevine, but he
Okay.
stopped showing up after COVID.
I knew that he
And then-
wasn't showing up.
And somebody did some research and found out.
I'm gonna guess it was monkeypox.
Yeah. I'm going to second that.
Yeah, a homosexual homeless person. It's a lot of home. There we go. Yeah, COVID got him, huh?
Interesting. What's the coolest thing you've seen at the store? Like celebrities
Man,
dropped through.
Dua
or
Lipa was there, I heard.
Who's
That
that?
A very famous pop star.
I don't know that.
Very famous hot pop star.
Yeah.
I don't
she's
know
gorgeous.
any of these new guys. There was a rapper who came in a Lamborghini years ago, and he was driving Chappelle. And I saw Chappelle get out of the car, and he had his entourage. I didn't know who it was. And then this rapper, apparently everybody knew, was like, "Where's my keys to my car?" I was like, "I'm not going to give you keys to a Lamborghini." And he goes, "That's my car," and it turned into a whole thing. He was like, "You don't know who that is?" So I was like,
You're like, why would?
know.
Yeah, I can't know
Yeah.
everybody. Give me the
Yeah.
fucking ticket. That's why we have a system for the.
Yeah,
valet.
yeah. So it turned into a whole thing, but I mean, we figured it out.
Drake.
But I don't know who anybody is.
Yeah.
But
But
no, it wasn't
also,
Drake.
all I hear that is from like a comedic lens of like, imagine being so funny, Dave Chappelle. That like a famous rapper wants to take you to the show, take you to your show in his Ferrari. You're like, yeah, scoop me up. Like
Yeah,
he just got
yeah.
a ride from one of the most famous rappers. That's pretty cool.
Did you ever find out who it was after the fact?
I did, but I don't remember.
you
He was a
remember.
big deal.
Yeah.
That was like we took we were
in
at,
his circles, not
Sure.
at the store.
Not
we were at the
comics.
Lakers,
That's us.
and he ended up taking a picture with this guy who had like a full like gold everything, a big chain. And same thing. Look on Instagram.
I had no idea. Didn't care who he was.
Like 9 million followers.
He looks
He's
like an
a
idiot,
rapper.
if I'm honest.
He kind of did.
Which I'm aware that to me he looks like an idiot. I know that socially he's cool. He's cooler than me, and people like that look. To me, as a 41-year-old guy, he looked like a fucking jackass. He was walking around the Lakers game with no T-shirt and probably $1 million worth of diamonds, like giant chunky necklaces,
Like a gold chain that had
he
like
looked
an
like an
elephant head or something
Yeah,
like that.
the
Like,
owner
it was
of the-
just so odd.
Yeah, the owner of the Lakers, Jeannie Buss, is like, "Hi, nice to," like, we're all like, "What?"
But
Like,
also, a lot of people there were like, "Oh, we got to get a picture with him."
Yeah, a lot
so
of
you're
young
like,
people
the young
were like-
people knew him, but
I wish I had my phone.
we didn't.
Google Shane McMahon Lakers, because this photo is the weirdest photo that's ever existed. Shane McMahon Lakers. There you go, and then just images. That first one. So look at this. Shane McMahon, which is Vince McMahon's son from WWE.
Watch, he's gonna know.
Jeannie Buss.
I do know.
Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Lakers, myself, and then this fucking guy. Who is that, Christian?
NLE Choppa.
What is it?
NLE Choppa.
NLE Choppa. Have you ever seen a more random 4 people in an image?
It's an eclectic group.
There's no reason any 4 of those people should be in the same photograph together. It's the most random thing.
Does
but
it say on there who took the picture? Did they give photo credit
oh, that's
to
funny.
whoever
Yeah,
took
Josh
that
took that
picture?
That is funny. Forgot that. But look at him. What are we doing? That's at a Lakers game.
Look at what he's wearing, like
No shirt.
a lion head. Like, it's insane.
He's very famous.
Josh, did you get a picture with him?
No, dude, I didn't get a
Let's
picture.
pull that one up.
They
hey,
cut
so
me out of the
Christian-
picture. He handed me the camera, dude. He goes, "You take it." I was like,
Well,
"What?"
Sorry.
No, you wanted
I'm
the
easily
picture
the
with
least famous person in the photo.
but you wanted a picture with Sean McMahon, right? The whole
Shane
that was
McMahon, yeah.
Shane McMahon. That was like
I
the
told him
goal
all
of the
day,
whole
I was like,
time.
if Shane's going to be there, I want to get a picture with Shane. But I will say, so how much, so to see on the, I wasn't exaggerating how much necklaces he was wearing.
Yeah.
How much do you think all that is? Those necklaces? Like half a
In that
million?
picture?
100 grand? Because I've seen guys with little small black diamond chains that are 100 grand. So what's that? Got to be millions, right? Or a million?
I'd say probably 750 to a million.
Right. Because he's at a Lakers game. He's bringing out the big hardware.
Yeah. 100%. Plus the rings on his hands. Probably was wearing a petite. Whatever the fuck
all
they're called.
grilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grilled up. Yeah, his teeth were shining just like those necklaces.
Speaking of that, let's get into it. Okay. So you know how the podcast works. How much? We ask you how much to do a certain thing.
Oh yeah.
You tell us the price.
Okay.
And let's go first one. How much to get complete grills, like that guy?
Oh, somebody's paying for it? I'll do that for free. You don't want to grill?
You'll grill up for free.
Yeah.
dude?
I grill
What
it
am I
for
mean?
free too. I think it just goes over your teeth, right?
No. Permanent grills, not just like one you. Yeah, you can't just put a mouthpiece in.
I don't know how grills work.
Yeah, I don't
they're,
either.
They're just mouthpieces. You can take them out.
I thought they put them on their actual teeth.
No, there's a video of Travis Scott with 2 reporters and like he's taking his grill out and they're
Yeah,
putting
that's
it
what
in.
I thought they were. I thought they were just kind of like on there.
It's lame.
How much you get a really expensive thing for a little bit?
For free.
Not
Yeah,
even to get
I'll
a
take it.
mouthpiece. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I
so
thought
you
you
thought
had
they
to
were
like
veneers. Or
I thought you had to
something.
like put diamonds on your teeth and shit. Like I didn't.
There was a rapper that put a diamond in his forehead.
Yeah, I saw that. That guy looks like a jackass. Put that guy up. How much to do this?
How much to do the
And it's a
forehead
fake
guy?
diamond. You don't get a real diamond. We're
Oh,
just
it's a
putting
fake
a
diamond?
fake
That's
one in there.
different.
Yeah, this guy looks
We're
like
putting
an idiot.
cubic zirconium in your head.
I don't know if did you think he thought this was going to catch on?
Yeah.
He thought like I'm going to be the guy that
I like
starts
how-
this.
When someone tries to start a trend.
He's a handsome guy, dude. That's what I don't understand. Look how handsome he is. He just no tattoos and no diamond. That's like a good-looking guy. Just ruined his whole face. All right, how much to put a fake diamond in your forehead?
It's got to be fake. Cubic zirconian.
Yeah, we're not paid. We don't have the budget to pay for the diamond.
Because then I take the
I don't want you
diamond
to get it
say,
street cred. I want you to have to do it with zero street. Did he take it out?
It fell out, yeah.
Oh, yeah. His body rejected it. His body's like, that's not.
Can I see the mark of what it looks like when it fell out?
Oh,
Like a big hole in your forehead?
Oh no!
Poor
Regrets
guy.
that decision.
I don't want that. I don't. $1 million.
That's
1
fair.
million, yeah, that's a lot.
That's fair.
I think it would have to be 24 million because that's what his diamond is worth.
That's what it was. Oh my goodness. Let's go Summer Olympics. How much to try the balance beam and you have to do a jump?
Oh my God.
Balance beam and a jump.
The balance
Pommel
beam.
horse thing? Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, the long one that they stand on and do
Yeah.
flips.
And then he's got to try to do a front flip or something?
No, just like one like split jump.
Oh, okay. I'd do that for free.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't look that
Hey,
hard.
just let us fuck around in the gym.
Okay.
That's not like a scary or bad one.
Oh, this is not going to
We
end
got to pay
well.
you just to fuck around
This
on that
is
thing?
not going to end well for you.
Dude, you have people that could hook this up?
Yeah, we
I'm
can
for
get
it.
a
We
gym
just go
for
to
sure.
a place, yeah.
You think you guys are going to do a jump on a balance beam?
I don't think I'll try. You said try. Do your best.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I
free.
think I can
You
do
guys
it.
are both getting
Yeah.
no money. You guys are good at this game.
I'll just fuck around in a gym. Yeah, this is an easy
How much
one.
to do the
fun.
pommel horse?
Pummel horse.
Oh, for
I
free.
don't
That
know
looks
why I'm
fun.
practicing.
It's got a little
Sorry.
spring.
How much to do the pommel horse?
I'm arrogant about the one thing I know about that subject, how it's pronounced. I know nothing else
I
about it.
don't know either.
That was a weird flex.
I don't know why I did it. It was just an instinct.
What'd I say, Palma?
Yeah,
And
it's
a pummel?
a pummel horse. So what do we got to try and do the things?
You got to go up and
I'll do that
flip over the pommel
for
horse.
free.
Yeah, it has a little jumping board, right?
Try that.
Yeah, the spring. Have you guys not seen like the videos of where they just like go?
Oh, I
and-
have, yeah. But those guys are, they're really going for it. I can't even get my legs straight like that. I was in yoga this morning.
Oh, not that one. I'm talking about the one
That's
where
the
they
pommel
run
horse.
and they do the spring over it.
Oh, okay. What's that one called?
Not the,
don't
not
know.
the.
Olympic Games run? I don't know.
I thought I
I
came
guess
up.
run would be
I
too
drove
big.
up here and I was like, these are gonna be so good. And already the first three you guys just
Yeah, we're just like free.
For free.
whatever,
Fuck around
bro.
on it.
Just do it on a Tuesday.
Why are you wasting our time with
Yeah.
these bad questions?
That thing?
The springboard that they flip over.
Springboard. I don't really know anything about the Olympics. Do you watch this, Josh?
You sure knew how to correct me on pommel horse.
Just the one thing I knew. Yeah, I know. The one thing I knew was how to say it.
Yeah, dude, because they like flip, they like do crazy shit on it. It's kind of cool.
Why aren't more gymnasts, ladies? If any women listen to this podcast, why aren't more of you gymnast ladies becoming pro
Do
wrestlers?
YouTube somebody doing the springboard.
That's a good question.
The gymnasts are strong, athletic. They can do all these flips and handsprings, and they would be the best wrestlers.
I think because they're all so small. Like,
No, but
they're
it
all
wouldn't
like
matter.
4 foot tall.
Wrestlers are small. All
Are
the
they?
wrestlers are small now.
They could be one of the high flyers.
Yeah, be a luchador or be like a this thing. What's this called? Jump off springboard.
How much to jump on your bed and go to sleep?
Oh, man.
so far.
I took a little nap before I got here. Here we go.
This doesn't seem.
Glad we picked her.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, see, I could do that.
I could do that. She made it look easy, actually. Make sure you add that video so the people that are watching realize what we
I
just
would be
witnessed.
so pissed. You know, how, pause this real quick. You know how pissed I would be if you guys set an amount like $100 and then that's what you guys had to do.
It'd be great. We're like, all right, pay up, dude.
You just run and jump, and I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah, that was the challenge, and we crushed it.
This one right here. How much to try this one?
All right, she's going. Holy shit! I mean, it wouldn't look like that.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you that.
I don't even know.
I can't even do a front handspring. Why do the trainers always get all touchy with it?
Well, actually, what's crazy is this is when that like sex.
Oh, is that the guy too? Rewind. That might be the
Nasser?
actual guy.
that was when like the
look.
No,
The-
that's not him.
That's not him.
That was like peak when everything was going on with
That's
Nasser.
right, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Larry Nasser?
That whole documentary made me so uncomfortable.
Wow.
I can't believe you remember
Yeah.
his name. Oh, there was a documentary about him.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew about it. I watched like a 2-hour doc. Just felt terrible for these girls.
Yeah, this
They
poor
just
girl-
kept being told it's normal. And you're
Yeah.
like, I am telling you, he's putting his fingers inside of me, and they're like, yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, your ankle
You're
hurts,
like,
right?
dude, I did.
Yeah.
These girls did all the right steps. They went through the thing. They told on him. They like talked to each other about it. They talked to their parents about it, and everybody just goes, yeah. Well, if that's probably the Olympic protocol, do you want to be a champion or not? Like it was crazy. To
In
me.
some of the cases, the moms were in the room with them while
Yeah.
he was doing it.
It's insane
Yeah,
to me.
it's gross.
Yeah, sad.
Well, one more on the Summer Olympics. How much
Sure.
to do the highest high dive that they have at the Olympics
in the pool.
in the pool?
Yeah, see, that's a good one because that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Jumping for like just standing on the end of that, you think like when I'm here right now, I'll cold plunge right now, and then when I go to cold plunge, I stand over the fucking cold plunge for like 25 minutes,
Yeah.
going, and so the same thing with the diving board. I get out on that diving board
Yeah.
and I lose all of this confidence.
I don't know how high.
You'd
it
have to
is.
pay me $100.
But feet
How high
first?
is it?
I'm
Does it
going
say?
feet first.
Feet first, yeah.
Just feet first?
Yeah, I'm doing it like cliff jumping.
Okay.
I'm bringing shoes.
How much to try a flip?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Is there a
Because I'm
lifeguard
going
on
to
duty?
overdo it.
We got a lifeguard.
Like, you know.
Lifeguard budget, dude. We got a lifeguard.
I got to do a flip?
I'd be scared of knocking myself out.
How much to
that's
just jump
all.
in on your feet first?
I want to do that. I'll do it. Let's do $1.
One?
I want to do it. Yeah.
We can
I've always
set
wanted
that
to try.
Me too.
What's the height? It says 172 feet.
No, that's the
That
highest.
can't be right.
2024 Summer Olympics will be the usual 33 feet.
That's so high.
Oh, that doesn't seem that high.
Wait,
I've always been bad with numbers
I
and
feel like
reading
I've
and
done
such.
3. That's 3 stories. I feel like I've done that at like cliff jumping at like a lake before.
I've probably done that in cliff jumping, but never in a pool or whatever.
Do you see that documentary of the guy who did the highest high dive? I think it was in San Diego, and he jumps in a little pool of water.
No.
That I would be scared to do.
They have some of those ones that are like there's a restaurant and they all do like cliff jumping into the pool while you sit there and watch them.
Oh, yeah, we watched it together, I
yeah.
think. Or at least I watched it with somebody, and I was like surprisingly fascinated. I didn't give a shit. I didn't know any of the people that were doing it or anything, but I still was mesmerized. It was like watching Vice TV when you're at like a bar or something. Or Chive TV. You know, like I just was like staring at these people jumping into the
You're
water.
like, whoa. Okay, so $1 just to jump.
Yeah.
Try a flip.
Oof, yeah.
And guess what, guys? You guys can do front or back, whatever you guys want.
I think that here's what I know will happen. I will do, because I know how to do like a front flip, you know, like on a trampoline or anything. So my body's used to, you know, wrestling. We used to do that kind of shit on the trampoline. But I don't know the distance. So I'm going to do the flip and then be like, I'm going to hit like my fucking face, and then they're going to have to pull me out of the pool.
You're going to accidentally go 2 flips.
Yeah. And then it's just like spastic. I'm not the most, you know, agile
Yeah.
guy. So I think for me to do a front flip off of the high dive.
$50?
No, but like $500.
500?
I'll try it for $500.
$500 to see him get hurt.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
think,
we gotta have a lifeguard, and there's gonna be people watching. Pretty sure you'll jump in if I fucking am conscious, just floating on the water.
I don't know, dude. Do
I don't think you'll go. I mean, you'll laugh a little.
Do I have to pay the 500?
I mean, someone does. Well, you're not gonna be like, at least he drowned. You'll
Be
feel
like,
terrible.
Well, the 500 goes to the cause.
That video's gonna get mad hits.
Yeah, what? You eating shit?
Yeah.
I do it for 500. Yeah, I think that's
a
fair
good
because I don't
price.
really want to do it, but I'm not scared of it either.
And also,
Yeah.
I'm doing that first jump a few times before I try the front flip thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Get my
just to
confidence
go
up.
up.
we get to
Just
practice?
try to get the. Well, no, you can go in as many times as you want for that amount.
I
For
like it.
whatever amount.
I like it. So that's good price.
That's a good amount.
We'll do one last Olympic sport one. This is Winter Olympics, but how much to go down the Olympic ski jump?
Oh, yeah.
That one's a little
Oh, I
different.
played that one through my head so many times. I've already done that one.
Yeah. I want to go down it on a
Man.
tube and for free. I'll do
Yeah,
it
that
for
would
free on a
if
tube.
can we do an inner tube?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Did you ever see what was the
Yeah, but are
eagle?
you going into water or are you just going into this?
I'll do it with the tube. I'll just use it as like a shield for when I hit the ground.
Dude,
I'll hold on to it. I'm not
you
gonna
think
get
that's going to work out well?
I'll bounce around and shit. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be fun. That'll be fun as fuck.
Bro, it's not going to work out well at all. You just going down that thing on an inner tube and you think you're going to jump up and then just land on the tube?
I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll use it to break my fall. Is the joke, or not the joke? But actually, a quick side quest before you answer this. I worked at MTV for a while. There was a guy who showed me a video. He worked over like the Jackass division, you know, and he's like. I was like, what is it? We were just talking and getting to know this guy. I've gotten to know him over like the years. And he was like, you want to see the craziest thing we ever filmed? And I was like, yeah. He goes, we can't put it on TV. And I was like, well, then yes.
Yeah.
And he shows me on his laptop Steve-O. And I'd love to have Steve-O to like ask him about this. Steve-O like is fearless, especially at that time before he was like vegan and sober and shit. Like the dude was like wild. He jumped off of a hotel roof into a hotel pool. I don't know how many stories it was, which they were just so afraid he was going to hit the side of the pool or like the people, you know, whatever. And he used a what are those called? Those floaty things, you know, like looks like an alligator or a dolphin.
Oh, yeah, I know
those
what you're talking
things. And he insisted on jumping with that because he's like, this will make me not go to the bottom of the pool. Guy could be 10 stories. Look at this is just some crazy shit, but like he did it way higher than that for the show. But he's holding on to one of those floaty things because that kept him from hitting the bottom of the pool.
Wow.
And so I'm gonna use the inner tube down that big snow thing the same way. Like I'm gonna land on it terribly, but it's gonna not hurt as bad as my shoulder on the snow.
I just picture it. You going off the ramp, landing on the inner tube bouncing.
Yeah,
and
or
then
pops.
you just flying
It's
through
gonna
the
pop.
sky.
Or it's gonna like twist me off into like the sidewall. Like it'll bounce me into the sidewall because I didn't land properly.
It wouldn't go well.
One time I looked up injuries from the what is a ski jump called? And dude, I've seen people with their legs just
no.
So I'm gonna go high on that one.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. You know what?
Look at the first one. Just go first left. That's like worst case scenario I've ever seen.
Oh, that person walked
Forget
from
your
that?
helmet, dude. Your neck is broke. Oh my god.
There's like pieces of ski like hanging around.
There's a nose on the ice.
Yeah, that price is going to be pretty high.
There's just a head from the run before it.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
Just a chalk line.
Yeah, on skis, I'm not getting down the thing. You're wasting your money.
So you're not doing it skis? Oh goodness gracious!
Well, I'm not gonna make it. That's me right there. That's exactly what happens if I do it because I can't ski.
That would look like it would be the best case scenario.
Yeah, that's best case scenario.
That was best case scenario.
Guy's not gonna sit for weeks. That's what I would see. Something like that. Just blast into the wall.
I don't even think I'd make it to the bottom of the ramp.
Well, that's the other thing. You try to go down the ramp. You go off the side of the ramp, and you just.
Well, and also, let's say I make it to the bottom of the ramp. I'm like, I did it. I didn't think I'd make it this far. Now I'm going 100 miles an hour.
And you gotta land.
I'm all happy with myself that I made it, but it's just getting faster and faster. That happened with a longboard. I was just like learning how to longboard in
skateboard?
Seattle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Seattle has so many like hills and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And so like I'm up and I'm doing great, but it's just getting faster. And I'm going, oh god. And then I hit the speed wobbles and then I just put it right into a curb.
Yeah, I've had that.
Flew into some bushes and a tree.
Where you underestimate the size of the hill. It's not bad. And you go to
Dude, it's so scary.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to take my skis off one time and walk down the hill because it was so like steep.
Yeah.
I was like, "There's no way I'm not doing this."
Well, that's the smart guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much to do one of those longboard things? Do you skateboard?
Yeah, I used to longboard actually quite a
nice.
bit. So we used to bomb hills all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like old Sector 9 boards and stuff.
Yeah, you still got it?
I still have it, but now I can't bomb
like
hills
that.
like that anymore. Man, it was brutal because if you didn't tighten your trucks, this is before trucks. This is like 2001, 2002. The trucks and wheels have come a long way since then. We would just have to tighten our trucks to try and prevent speed wobbles.
Yeah.
And we didn't know all the techniques that people know now, where you can like slide and pivot to a slow. And we just would bomb them, and sometimes there'd be a turn at the end. So we were just best case was to jump into the yard and hope to land on grass.
Well, and also there's a thing that I didn't factor when I learned how to like longboard and skateboard, is that like I'm gonna get hurt for sure, right? Just no matter what. But then your board flies off.
Yeah.
And like just hits cars and hits things. Some fucker in Seattle just ran over my board like it was going through the intersection. He just went, but then the board popped up and hit the side of his car, so he's pissed off at me. I'm bleeding. I've got all this adrenaline because I just landed in some fucking sidewalk, and I'm like, sorry. And he's like, what the fuck, man? Who's gonna pay for this? I'm like, hey, man, you broke my board. Like, it was just like.
I never weighed the consequences back then. I just kind of did. It was always the first one in the group. Like, we just let Garza do it. I'm like, okay. Not thinking. I remember one time we bombed this hill and we didn't see a car come around the corner. I swear, just inches from hitting me. Just skimmed it right at the bottom where I was taking
Is this
a turn,
like your
man.
teens or your 20s?
This would have been teens, like 18, 19.
Yeah, you're lucky to
I
be
didn't think
alive.
about it. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Back
For
then.
some reason, you just don't have fear yet. It's like, I don't know if it's.
That's why all of our parents are so stressed out because just so many things like this. Like, what do you mean you almost got hit by a car at 60 miles an hour? You're like, I don't know. I was trying to bomb down the hill, Mom.
They told me to.
And you also drove there in your car going 120
Yeah,
also.
for sure.
Like,
Drunk.
you're just like, just trying to do everything.
Have you guys heard about these e-bike kids?
Well, you told me, but
There's a gang of e-bike kids.
They're a gang?
And they're just rolling around, which me and my buddy Ari, who's going to be on the podcast, he's the best. We kind of like them.
Yeah.
Because these kids, they're not just like putting 10,000 hours in on Fortnite to finish 4th place once, you know. Like these kids are out just doing mischief. They've just created a gang of kids. They're like, I bet their parents got some bread because they've got e-bikes, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like throwing fireworks at people.
Tell them one of the things that they did.
One of my favorite things, two of my favorite things, is they went by these like skateboarders. You know, like a skateboard, it's like in Jeff's brain, it's like punk rock. Like that's the bad. Like you're cool, like you skateboard. And they went by like, you guys have skateboards? What are you guys, fucking gay? And then just like e-biked back, and I watched this skateboarder's brains like broke. Like, wait, are we? What? This is cool, right? Like they couldn't understand. They're like, we just got bullied for skateboarding.
After all the years they did that to rollerbladers, like, oh, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah. Or like this Ari was telling me a story that one of the e-bike kids put his bike in the sand, and there was like this whole like thing of like brunch, people eating and stuff, and the kid just looks back at the bar and spins his tire. He shot like sand up like 100 feet, just fucking right onto their breakfast. And everyone's caught.
So mad.
And everyone was such a bitch they didn't do anything. They're like, whoa. And then the e-bike kid just went, wee, just like ran off. I was like, these kids rule, dude.
But also, you can't beat them up because they're probably like 16-year-old kids.
But it's amazing. Yeah, you're just kind of stuck. Like, I want to beat the shit out of that e-bike kid.
There's like two parts of me. There's the adult on there. I'm like, dude, that's not cool. But then I remember when I was that age, I would have been the friend like, do it, do it, and cheer them on.
But also, it feels like this relic. Young men causing the frivolous misdemeanor, you know, like they're getting into trouble in a fun way. They're not just in their iPad and you're like, how's school? And they're like, good. You know, and they're just like in their own, like they're actually kids doing kid shit.
What if you were a parent and you came home and your kid was like, he had a headset on, and he just played video games all day? Would you be more proud of that, or the kid was like, I spit sand in the dinner?
Trouble.
Like,
I want the kid that's like, oh, today ruled.
You're like, what'd you do today?
Yeah. Me and Blake just ruined a whole breakfast for people. Cost a restaurant hundreds of dollars. It's hilarious. Then we went by some skateboarders and we're like, look at these fags. Like it's good old fashioned mischief. It's the best.
Oh, that's so funny. That reminds me, we saw that guy on our street. I live like a pretty steep hill, and some dude was mobbing on the skateboard.
It was impressive.
Right in front of us. We were like, holy shit.
A lot of Sector 9 pros live down there.
Okay.
Oh, really?
They bomb, Black's Beach, the hill that goes down Black's Beach.
Yeah.
They do that because I think it's Mirskate. I forget the name now, but like all of them, that was their headquarters, and so you'll see him around there all the time.
And there was like a dude following him in his truck, like
I don't think they were pros or anything, but what he was doing was
good.
Nothing. He was.
I mean,
it was impressive. I bet you could do still what he was doing. What the guy was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just now you got to weigh like, okay, I could break bones now, and
once you get older, you get a little more fearful. You're like, I don't really need to do this. I don't want
also, like, if
this.
I break my leg as a kid, I go to the hospital. Everyone at school, I got a story. They look at my cast. I'm cool. I break my leg now, they take away my house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I gain 100 pounds because I'm just sitting around for 3 months. Like, I go broke. Like, you can't just break a leg. Man.
Yeah.
So when I first started dating my wife, it was like 10 years ago. I was still living in San Diego, I think. I had her film me bomb this little hill by my parents' house, and I hadn't done it in a long time, and I was doing like this big slide in front of her. So that was the cool thing. She was going to stand right here, and I was going to stop right in front of her.
Nice.
And I missed.
Did you take her out? Did you take her out?
I have the video somewhere.
Dude,
I got to post it.
What a pickup line.
Yeah. And you're like, that's what happens out here. Stay with me, babe. I'm wild.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
You said you wanted adventure, right? In all these dating apps, you're always talking about I want adventure.
Did it take her out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
I forgot I have that video somewhere.
She seems cool then. Like, she's a cool chick.
When she stopped crying, she was cool
about
it.
After her concussion.
There is a girl I liked on a TV show that I was on, and I just had like a show crush on her. I was like, this chick's like the hottest chick on the show, and she's fucking super cool and all this shit. But like, it was only like the first day for me being on the show. She had been on the show for years, and so like we were doing this like little football scene, and so. We actually talk about it. Me and her talk about this pretty often. It's so like me and her are hitting it off. We're like flirting back and forth, and it's great. But all the cameramen, they don't know. They just know it's my first day on the show, and we're supposed to do this little bullshit football scene. And I just speared her ass, and like everybody was like, "What?" The new guy just fucking tackled Tracy. Yeah, and I'm like, and then she's the coolest sport about it. She's like, and she's like, got grass on her, and she's like, it's fine. And I'm like, yeah. And then everyone else on the show's like, shut down. What are we doing? What are you doing? Bro. I was like, I thought it'd be funny. Like, it's a good way to flirt, you know. I didn't get to marry her. You got to.
And by the way, and Denise, if you're however we'll listen to this, comment on this video so they know I'm not lying.
Oh,
It's a true
no, we
story.
believe you.
And
we
I will
believe
find
you.
this video for you.
But I also said you're a cool chick. Like that's a cool chick.
Oh,
to
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
Oh, this guy I like is skateboarding. I'll film for him.
I think her mom wanted her to leave me after that.
Yeah.
Picked her up off the ground. Hey, will you marry me or what?
Well, I thought the story was headed in the direction like after she saw you doing this dangerous thing, she was like, "We need to have like an intervention. Like I can't be
What are we
marrying a
doing?
guy who does this shit."
How much to this is a fun one? How much to wear 2 arm cast for a week?
You know those big ones you see like in movies?
Yeah. Oh, those.
With the
That's just an inconvenience.
Yep,
There's nothing
for a whole
scary about
week.
that, right? For a week. Just, dude, I think I would like it with all the people. Just like,
You are married. She could take care of you.
dude, I can't do the dishes today. Oh, like that guy? That's a good one.
I wouldn't even think of up.
I know, but also like, why is his hands?
That was just from a movie.
I know, but like, why they would obviously it's comedic, I guess, but like to go straight up, blood's rushing to you.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'd say I'd do that for $1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, I could buy a camera.
That's a good
I'll
one.
literally
For a week.
pay for him to get casted up for $1,000.
Yeah, wait, let me
It'll
double.
just
Let me
come
take
from
it
my
again.
account.
Lock it
I didn't
in,
think you were gonna
dude.
call me out on this.
Lock it in,
Yeah,
bro.
no, all of these will do.
Oh,
That's great.
Ew.
That's a good one. All right, let's go. This is always a fun one for comics. How much to go on stage, not say a word for 3 minutes?
I don't think I could do. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, it
I
is
don't-
weird.
That's tough. Do I have to pick a certain club, or is it just anywhere, any
Whatever
night?
you want to do.
Okay.
Whatever spot you want, any show.
If you guys are there with me, I'll do it for 500.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Could you imagine?
Because I don't want to do it in a room where nobody else knows what
Hey,
I'm doing.
I would, yeah, because
Hey.
we're gonna laugh. We're
Yeah,
gonna think it's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
Don't you have a show where you could use a guest spot?
Yeah, for sure. I'll get him on it.
All right.
I also think I just thought of something.
And then he doesn't get to talk.
This is my buddy I vouched for. He's very good. Give it up for him. I also think that's the route. We've asked this question a million times, and I just now for the first time thought, what if you just play into, instead of trying to think of a funny thing or like trying to like think like you're thinking, to just act like you're panicking.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you got this. And you're like, just to completely act
But that for
terrified.
3 minutes is so long.
I know, but that's even funnier.
I don't
to
know
me.
if they would let you freeze for 3
Comedian
minutes.
panics on stage. Like that video just keeps getting
Cameras start coming out a minute into it.
It might be better for me career-wise. That
There
goes
you go.
viral. Like,
You're that panic guy.
And then you have to do it every set. The crowd starts waiting for it.
like a Brian Regan, people call out his bits. Like, do the one where you forget everything.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be a great character for like Kill Tony. Like comes out to like give it up for at least 60 seconds of time. Let's bring out Jeff Dye, and then I just come out there, don't talk for like 50 seconds of the minute, and then be like, and then just leave.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Just the pish comic. I ain't doing this shit.
Whatever.
Do that Bassmaster to a whole audience of people that are like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
So you said $500?
$500.
1,000. We'll do
Oh
1,000.
wait, you change it. No, lock in the 500.
You already locked it in, dude.
All right,
How much?
I'll do it for 500.
How much?
I'll do it
to
for 500.
Eat a tarantula. Now here's the thing: we're going to give you the tarantula alive.
Okay.
You can kill it and eat it, or you can just eat it alive. But either way, you're doing all the dirty work. We're not. You could like stab it with a little.
But what? I have food allergies. I
Oh, you
don't know
do?
if I'm allergic to those.
Well, good
Yeah.
thing this isn't food.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
This is pet
I don't think there's,
allergies
I don't
is
think
what
there's any
this is.
gluten in tarantula, dude.
Yeah, that was my way out of it, Josh.
Yeah.
Like,
Is
you have
there
to
a
eat the legs?
amoxicillin in this?
I think I can. I'll do it for 2,000. That doesn't sound that bad to me, actually.
A
I think I could eat
tarantula
a
for
tarantula.
2,000?
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
That's a
dude.
lot of money.
That's gonna
Dude.
be awesome. I know, but like, it's alive. We're just watching him hold.
But you
wouldn't
said I could
hold
kill him.
Yeah. What?
I don't have to
oh,
eat
you
him
can kill
alive.
him. Yeah. How would you kill him?
I'll just step on him.
Put a
So there's
little-
less of him to eat.
Put a little pillow over his face.
Now you have a dirty tarantula.
Yeah, I know. It's all scoot. You gotta get one of those things from Cold Stone Creamery to kind of scrape up all of its goop.
I think I'm going way too low on some of these. I think someone's going to call me out.
2,000 bucks,
Yeah.
dude. No, that's the good part. Can
mean,
you
that's
eat a
pretty good
live
money.
tarantula? What does it say? Yes, you can.
You just eat a tarantula. You get $2,000 for that. It's going to suck, but
Yeah, that's
you still
pretty
get
good money.
$2,000.
It said you need to be very greedy. Oh, I see.
However you need
What is
to
that?
do
I don't know if that greedy is a good response. You'd have to be very fearless.
$2,000 feels pretty greedy.
Not greedy. That is a weird thing to put on a Reddit.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to be very greedy because it'll bite you. You're like, what does that just make me greedy?
Yeah.
You'd have to be very stupid or very fearless.
How much to shave your head?
Yeah, you got long, nice hair.
Long, nice hair. Yeah,
I can't just cut it though. That's the thing.
This one
can't just cut my hair.
This is the first one he physically.
What do you mean you
got.
can't just cut your hair?
Well, because like I was as agents and managers hire you with a look for commercials and stuff. I have to run it by them, so I have to be okay with losing them. I'll do it for 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah. No, 1,000. I'll do it for 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah. I think that's fair enough.
That is fair.
Shave that hair for
That's
$1,000.
reasonable.
Yeah, I think $1,000.
Because like also like a movie, right? They say, hey, we'd like to book you for this movie. You were great in the room. They loved you. The directors, everyone has passed. The only thing is we need you to cut your hair really short. You'd probably do it,
for
right?
that.
Because you're in a movie.
They always make you fill out those things when you go to
Yeah.
auditions. Like, are you willing to cut your hair? But yeah, absolutely. If it's gonna give me the gig,
Right.
And that some of those only pay a few thousand. So
Right.
I think that's fair.
That's what I was
1,000.
thinking.
Big Ted.
Well, you know, $5,000. Or no, he said
1,000.
He said 1,000. Yeah.
That's like.
Well, hair's free. I always say that.
I know, but how would he look without
Josh is like strangely high. He wears a hat every day, and you do have great hair, but that just means it will grow back great.
I hope.
It will.
I hope.
You have no problem with hair. You don't have to worry about that.
I mean, I'm just after I've known him with this long hair
I
for
know,
so
he does.
long.
No, you
I'm
knew me
just
with the
trying to
shave.
imagine how you would look with just bald.
You said he knew you with the shave.
You knew with the shaved head. I think there's flyers of us on shows together back then.
Did you have
For like
a shaved
2012, 2011.
But how shaved?
It was like I did a number 2. I
Like
think
a
was the number
that's
2.
shaved.
Oh, you did a
size.
buzz.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
shaved.
I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely knew each other at that time.
God,
Nice.
I don't remember that.
Would
how
your wife be pissed?
No, I think she would like it actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she doesn't like my
$1,000
hair.
and your wife's happy.
Yeah. It's a good deal. It's 2 for 1.
That is a good deal. What about eyebrows?
Oh, that's a different game. Do they grow back? Do eyebrows grow back? I
Dude,
never thought about
we're
that.
not answering. Josh is gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I say yes.
And really, neither one of us know.
I say yes, couple weeks, but he always says
It's
it's a
not
lie.
a couple weeks,
Oh.
but I do think it's a couple months.
I think it was like 4 to 6 weeks we looked it up,
I know, but like everybody's different.
but we don't really know.
Yeah, and so like
3 to 4 months.
But I've heard longer.
Because I've heard women say that they pluck their eyebrows and now it doesn't grow back in. So I don't know if that's the same thing or not.
It depends where you want it. If you're trying to pluck these, they're gonna come back no matter what the fuck you want.
thicker.
But if you want these, you pluck them. They're gone for
Yeah.
good. The hair follicle.
Probably 20,000. I think I got some bills to pay.
Attaboy.
I
Yeah.
love it.
That's a
the
good- that's a
highest.
high
That's
answer,
the
yeah,
highest
the eyebrows.
amount.
And neither one of you got much eyebrows.
Yes.
Least amount of hair ever.
All right, 10,000. Fair enough.
Too funny. We got a couple more. We got
All
time
right.
for a couple more.
How much to wear a shirt like this for 24 hours?
I just love everybody's expression when they see it.
You know, Aunt Frank, that little liar. How much to wear a shirt of that little storyteller?
I mean, I think nowadays you could probably get away with it in certain circles.
Oh, for sure.
You think you'd
We've
be
had guys on
fine.
this podcast that are going to do fine with this shirt on.
I would just go to like a Palestinian rally where I'd fit in. Nobody would care.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you'd be like the belle of the ball in some of these places wearing
They
that.
lift you on your shoulders.
He's our guy.
Only because I don't want to wear that. But I'm not afraid to. Probably like 1,000.
okay, that's
Okay.
fair.
For 24 hours?
Yeah.
How about hot stuff?
Do I have a hot stuff shirt?
No, how do you do? Yeah, how to wear a hot stuff
Yeah.
shirt? No, how do you do with hot stuff? Like
hot stuff,
How much
eating
to eat
hot
the
stuff?
hottest pepper?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not good with eating hot stuff. I don't know. $20. I don't know. Is that a lot? I'll try.
The one chip challenge.
For $20?
I don't like that cover.
It's one chip. It's a really hot chip.
Oh. Yeah, but
it's
it's got a
just one
skull breathing
chip.
fire. I want to change it.
Yeah.
This dude said.
Brought to you by Ghost Rider.
This dude said, I don't know how I would do with hot stuff. Like $20? What?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, wrong answer.
I don't know. How hot do these things get? I don't know.
It's the hottest chip in the world, is what they say.
And it's in that box right
Yeah.
now. How to see it?
Yep.
$20.
I'll
Dude.
Venmo you the $20 right now if you do it right now.
I have to eat the whole
I have
thing.
cash. Yeah, you have to eat the chip.
Can I see the chip?
Yeah, put it up. I'll give you 20. Well, I'll give you $20.
Dude, I'm gonna
It's
get
hot.
myself into something.
I did it. It
weird.
was fine. It was very
weird.
easy.
He can't
Oh,
open
you
it.
had it?
Yeah,
You had it?
Yeah, it was very easy.
Let's see.
I don't know. No, look at him. I don't.
No. What?
All of a sudden now, Jeffy can't open
Look
it.
at the packaging.
Yeah. Is there a skull on that too?
No.
I like that
That's
he gave you a
intimidating.
glove to get the thing out. What is it gonna burn your hand? We should call and tell them, hey, the chip's broke.
Oh.
I want a new 1 chip challenge.
Oh man.
No, that looks pretty gnarly.
it's just a
I
chip.
probably have to go. Yeah, you want me to do it, dude.
It's really, really easy.
Now we can lie to him.
I'm not lying.
All right, $1,000.
$1,000
You said $20, bro.
That's inflation. Is
man.
that Biden's
Well, you
America?
scared-
You know what I mean?
He scared me.
One day it's
And that
$20,
packaging
the
was
next
pretty
day
Next
it's
time he says
1,000.
20, we got all just shut up and let him do it.
Dude, don't let anybody open the box. That's intimidating.
That was close. That
I almost did that.
It'd been great.
would have been great. All right.
Where
well,
can people find you, my man?
Steven Garza joke on Instagram, social, Twitter.
Nice. Do you
Nope.
live up here or do you live down in
Yeah.
San Diego?
No, I live up here.
Nice.
I'm in Santa Monica though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you like living there?
So much better. I hated LA. I was in West Hollywood for 8 years, and then I really didn't like LA. And then I moved to Santa Monica. I love it.
Nice. That's
It's game
good.
changer. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like Santa Monica's a good place. Those beach towns are good to live if you've got like someone in your life like that you love.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. More and more guys are moving out there. I get
Oh,
more and
really?
more people text me like, "I'm thinking about moving out there. What do you think?" I say, "Yeah, it worked for me." I say, "Go
Dope.
for it."
All right. So, what is the handle again?
Steven Garza joke. First
the
last
added
name joke.
joke.
I couldn't fit the S.
Yeah, the
just
joke. JeffDye.com. Follow me. I'm going to be throwing out a ton more first pitches. I got the Cardinals coming up. I got the what is the other one? I know the Cardinals, and then the Toronto Blue Jays, and then there's Cleveland Guardians coming up. I got a bunch of first pitches, but then also comedy shows. JeffDye.com. Follow me.
Josh Nelson Comedy. And also, I want to thank the people who started to throw money in. We
Yeah.
got some donations coming in. Some things are going to be happening.
Exactly.
We got one this week that's happening already.
Yep.
So it's going to be fun. So thank you for watching. Appreciate
We love
you
you.
guys.
Trump 2027.
Jeez.